How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Indeed Gaming here. I am, in fact, Mr. Indeed, and welcome to my channel. Please do like, share, and comment on this video, and we're gonna get right into it. Now, today we're gonna be reviewing Conqueror's Rework. I will start off by saying I don't play Conk. I've never been a big fan of Conk. I think its weapon is lame. That's just me. But I take issue with this. I gotta say, I take issue with this rework. Not just because I think they did some things that they shouldn't have done, but I think just certain things don't make sense. So let's start off with what they did with them. You can now do a bash into an unblockable light that has a little bit of range on it, something for fours, I would say. You can do a bash into a heavy that's unblockable. This is something that you can execute off of for whatever reason. Your light chains infinite are still here, I should say. But then your heavy chains are now completely unblockable all the time. He can also feint regularly now, so he doesn't have to go straight into his all block there to feint anymore. He can now just do it like a regular person, or like a regular fighter, I should say, like a real boy. But he can do his zone that no longer has the all block mechanic to it, but he can chain it into his combo. Now it looks like if you do it from that side, the same side things still apply. So like how you do the light, and it's slower if you do it from the same position on the second one. Looks like his zone works the exact same way, so you're gonna want to have to go from a different side if you want to continue with the light. What else do we got here? Oh yes, of course. That right there is still the same speed, but you can feint it now. It does not wall bounce anymore, as you can see. I'm not really sure why they took that away. I felt like they could have kept that. I believe when I did my rework of him, I did keep that, but they took it away for whatever reason. Whatever. Didn't make a whole lot. I mean, I don't think it really matters too much, but I don't really think it needed to be taken away. So of course you can feint that into a guard break. Then you can go from unblockable to unblockable to unblockable just like that, as you just saw. Like, that's just crazy. Like, like, oh wait a minute. Hold on, give me 1 second, because that seemed a little weird. Huh. So you see this here, that's weird. So if you're just doing heavies, unblockable heavies. Oh, okay, wait, no, maybe I just did something wrong, because now it's working. Before it didn't seem like it wanted to work. There we go. Okay, I mean, I was just missing the timing. I was probably missing the timing. There we go. Never mind. Completely ignore everything I was about to say. But let's get into what I take issue with on this. Obviously, the first thing is going to be this. I think this is dumb. Like, your entire infinite heavy chain combo is unblockable. And the issue that I have with this is that, how do you justify that? What is the justification for this? All unblockable. Now, we can, obviously, you want to have openers for a character, but I would argue that someone like Conk was not lacking in openers. He wasn't lacking in openers. He wasn't lacking in pressure between that and then now this, which is now feintable. It's like he wasn't lacking in pressure. And obviously, you have to keep in mind that you can go from this to this. Oh, let me get it. Oh, dang, this Conqueror. So weird playing with him. This to this. Like, you have pressure. You have a way to get into stuff with him without the lure of automatic unblockables all over the place. You didn't need that. So why is this? What was this for? just to put even more on there. What, just because? I don't really get that. And then not only that, you see that his chain unblockables now do 27 damage. So what's the point of this? What exactly is the point of this anymore? So I can get one more damage? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know why I would ever use that. Just in case unless I just felt like it. It's like, because I can get just as easily into an unblockable by doing that. I can get into my unblockable heavies by doing that. It's the same thing. And not only is it the same, it's like I can still feint that. It's like, so it's not like, oh, maybe I can't feint these unblockables. So if I want to use an unblockable and feint, then I want to use this one. But no, I can feint it either way. So what is the point of this unblockable anymore? Why am I using this? What would I use this for? Unless I just felt like it. Then it's just like all he is now is like unblockables. Look at that. And I'm switching between heavies and lights and bashes, all unblockables. I can go through an entire fight and throw nothing but unblockables at somebody if I want to, literally. Between bashes, lights, like I could just, no. Like my issue with this rework is just, it felt like they were just doing anything. Like it didn't even matter. They were just like, oh, let's just do stuff. Oh yeah, and then I almost forgot. He has this, he has guard cancel now. Animation cancel, whatever you want to call it. Basically, he can cancel his ending animations. So if you were to dodge this, I can go straight into that and all block your counter. And I can do the light or a heavy off of that. He also has a basically a deflect now where he can dash into the attack. And maybe I should get him to do it so I can show it. Where are we at? We'll just go with heavies. Oh, that's up. Oh, missed it. Yeah, so he also has that as well. Yeah. Like, he's like literally like 80% unblockables now. Like almost everything he does is unblockable besides his zone and his lights. It's like, but if you're doing another heavy, unblockable. Bash, unblockable. Light after the bash, unblockable. Heavy after the bash, unblockable. Feint, unblockable. The follow-up, unblockable. Like, the thing is that like, I've always taken issue with unblockable attacks to a degree because they don't really make any sense. Especially if you're fighting someone like Vortiger or Conqueror, honestly. It's like, unless you're using a weapon like Raider or Lawbringer or Shigoki, like and even in those cases, there's not really a way you can throw those weapons that the shield wouldn't be able to block it. It was like it would hurt a little bit more because they're heavier, but that's about it. It's like, but why is this all unblockable? It was like, if we can make all that unblockable, when they do Lawbringer's rework, why don't they just make all his heavies unblockable? Why not? Why aren't all Shigoki's heavies unblockable? What's so special about this weapon that this entire chain needs to be unblockable? Because it's not like he didn't have access to it. It's not like he didn't have the pressure. He already had it in his rework. If they would have made this chain undodgeable, I think that would have been a little bit fairer. It would have made a little bit more sense to make this thing all those undodgeable, but to make them all unblockable, that just seems ridiculous, given what they had already done to him. And it's not that this is going to be something that's completely unbeatable. It's going to be something no one can counter, blah, blah, blah. It's not that. It's the fact that, was it even necessary? What was the point of it? It's like, did you just give him something just to make him more powerful just because? And I feel like these unblockable chain was just because. Like, they literally made like 80% of his chain, or of his kit, unblockable now. Like, the only things that he has that aren't unblockable are his regular lights and his zone. That's it. Everything else is unblockable. Well, his guard break's not unblockable, of course. Well, I guess you don't block it, so it is unblockable. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think this is really bad. I think, and not that he's not going to be a good character. I just think it's really bad from a objective standpoint. Like if someone would have brought this to me, I would have told him to leave my office and try again. I wouldn't even have told him what was wrong with it. If he didn't get it, I mean, I don't know if I could even keep him on the team because he's an idiot. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure Conqueror mains are gonna love it. This is one of those things that if this was the character that I mained, I probably wouldn't even play with him anymore. Similar to when Orochi's rework first came out, I didn't want to play him anymore. So because Orochi was my main, but I felt like they made him too strong and too easy to play. And even now when I play him, I feel a little overpowered, especially if I'm fighting somebody that can't react to the storm rush. It's just kind of like, you know. But that's just me. I mean, I know a lot of people don't really mind stuff like that. To me, it's kind of it makes the game unfun. I feel like if I main the Conqueror, this will make me not want to play with him anymore. You made 80% of his combos unblockable, and you gave him a guard cancel, or animation cancel. It's like, so now I'm going to be able to stop dodge attacks too. It's just, I don't know. It's not for me. I know a lot of people are enjoying it. I'm sure a lot of people are going to enjoy it. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't nerf some of this stuff. But this is just me. This is how I feel about it. You guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next one. Indeed.